So I use these big rolls of saran wrap in my kitchen while I'm cooking. They really come in handy, but this can look a little gaudy on the kitchen counter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a holder for it. And at first I thought maybe I'd build one for the countertop, but I'm thinking actually it might be better to have one that secures underneath the cabinet, and that way you can just pull out down on the counter, gives you more counter space. So I've got an off-cut of large sheet of plywood right here. And I think this is probably all I'm going to need to build it, so let's get to it. Yep, that's pretty much what I expected. So I'm kind of planning this out as I go. I don't have a grand plan that I started out with ahead of time. I kind of like to just be creative as I go. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some, so since I put these screws on here, I'm going to put some finishing wood on the front and sides. And then also the sides, I'm just going to attach small pieces that slide right into this hole here and have a border, and then I'll have a magnet on there, and that way a couple of things that will be good for is, one, when I'm installing this, I can just drill a couple holes up through each side here, and then I can drill that, fasten that to the underside of the cabinet, so this is in place. And then also I will be able to just replace this easily, slide that in, magnet the side on, we're good. So that's kind of my plan. We'll see how that works out. Okay, so I think we're good there. And as you can see, it should just fit on the ends. And this on the inside, it'll give us a little border. Little side panel, should clean it up pretty nice. Okay, so the epoxy is dried for the magnets here, so I'm just gonna glue them in place on here, and then we'll see everything fits together. So that should work pretty much the way I expect. So this will go underneath the cabinet. These can be removed to fasten it underneath the cabinet, and then also to add and remove the saran wrap. So it's fitting pretty well. I might sand some things down and get it tuned up, and then we'll do the finishing. The actual saran wrap comes with this inserted in the box. So I just pulled this off the cardboard, and what I'm going to do is, this is just a little razor blade to cut the saran wrap, and so I'm just going to screw this right onto the bottom here. Okay, so we have this thing completely installed. Went in pretty well. Looks like it's centered and it's looking nice. So I just wanted to show you what we were using in the past. This is a newer one, but basically it's the same wrap. So as you can see, when you pull on this, it's kind of a two-hand operation, and then it's just not as easy to rip off as you're using this for saran wrap. Also, it's a little bit gaudy on the countertop there. So let's see how the new one works out. And this left side was just created to cover up the screws on the left side that fasten it in. So, and let's get the other side on. And that's looking perfect. So that runs out just fine. Let's see about the cutter. Cutter's working just about as I expected. Let's say I have something like this I want to wrap. Like this. Wrap it like that. Seems to work pretty well. So, hopefully that inspires someone to make something like this. Yeah, if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. Thanks.